it on the airline.
We did. We just landed.
Oh, hallelujah. AITA, baby. As
Let's
all
go.
honors. Shawnee,
All right.
take it away.
Am I the a-hole for not buying special groceries?
Special groceries.
Okay.
What does that mean, Matt?
My son, 30, and his family decided to live the van life. List lasted about 2 weeks. Then my husband gets a call at 11 p.m. from my son. They are in Cali. The baby's in the hospital, and they have no money. We send them $500 to get home. They drive all night to get here, and my son and wife go to bed. Wait, what? They drive all night to get here, and my son and his wife go to bed. We fed our granddaughters breakfast. My son got irate because we fed them gluten. He expected us to go to the store and buy gluten-free food for them all. I said we just sent them $500 and couldn't afford to go buy a bunch of food, and that they should provide
When they visit home.
Yeah, they provide when they visit someone home.
Okay.
A huge fight ensued, and they left.
Wow.
AITA for not providing that food.
So, Matt, real quick, does that mean so they gave them $500 there in Cali?
Sounds like it. And then they allowed them to come over. They made them breakfast, but it was the wrong kind of breakfast, apparently, because it had gluten in it.
Yeah, it's tough now because people really have gluten allergies.
Right.
Like, it's an allergy. So it's like...
But is that on
That ain't their responsibility,
is that on the grandparents?
That ain't their
Correct.
responsibility.
Right.
So that's a great point. It's like, you know that they have allergic reactions to gluten. You should be communicating. You should say like, hey, this is the food. Like somebody that doesn't know about gluten and they're just a regular grocery shopping, they're not going to know that they have to buy special food if you don't tell them.
They do know it's their son.
How old is the granddaughter? No, but it's the granddaughter that had the breakfast. But how did they like... They don't say how old the granddaughter is, unfortunately.
Correct. That's a big one, too.
Because it just says the baby. And that's her writing. Is the baby just because of the granddaughter?
Oh, what
Or what?
baby's eating
Exactly.
this whole breakfast?
Exactly.
I don't, this one really bothers me.
It's really...
So he's talking about his son that lives the van life, right?
Yep.
So probably not keeping a job, a very minimalist, right? Because that's
maybe
what
he's
can.
a social media guy.
Social media guy, but
Who knows?
they got to send him money, and he has a family. That's tough, right?
Yeah. I wish I would knew how old the child was here. It's really tough. There needs to be more information here.
Well, I guarantee if grandparents are so in the life to send their son $500 so they can get back from Cali.
Yeah.
They know what allergies the kid has. It's not that big a deal.
I think the takeaway too
the problem
is
the fact that living the van life means these are like new age hippies. This is my problem with new age hippies, is the fact that.
But he's
now
talking for his
entitled.
son. That's the hard part. Is like the dad, which is her son, is getting mad. So it's not even like they know it's a kid allergen. They don't.
Why was this never? You don't think the grandparents would not know?
Well,
though?
you don't even know if it's allergy. By the way, it doesn't even say allergy anywhere in here.
It doesn't say nothing about that.
He's just mad because they got gluten-free food and they didn't say anything. It's like, first off, like,
and then
communicate.
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Like, communicate.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. No, finish your.
Well, they said the baby is in the hospital and they have no money. So okay, how did the baby get there? Why was the baby in the hospital? How long was it in the hospital? And like, what are we doing?
Well, they sent them $500 to get home.
No, I understand, but why was it? Like, is that any relevance to the story at all? Because otherwise, why do you even put it in there? Because you just said they just stayed over and the baby got fed gluten. Okay, what was that? What's the point of the hospital story?
Yeah,
totally irrelevant.
It's just why they went
They needed money.
Okay, so
they went to the hospital. They don't have money.
Yeah.
So that's why they sent $500.
But we have no idea what. Sorry about that. There's no allergies though. No, but I'm saying there's no allergies though.
No.
So I'm saying so we don't know like the hospital is it because the baby already had gluten and they couldn't get like what happened.
Yeah.
Like,
and to
why?
be dependent on like
Okay.
you have to provide food for your grandchild is crazy too.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's not
dude,
the
we at least helped you out.
It's not
like
the
they're not obligated to help you out at all at that age. You're 30.
No,
like
yeah.
I get it, but like at this point, I'm throwing the hammer down and saying no. You are not the AITA.
You're not.
Not
The son is on a whole nother level. Because dude, if the kid was in the hospital for that. You don't think this is discussable when he called for money? Like,
oh, yeah,
my kid's in the hospital for eating gluten.
Like,
now
don't get him gluten.
Now let's go to grandma's house, grandma's house. Hey, here's a meal of gluten.
Mm-hmm.
Has nothing to do with it. It's the
Did she even know that the food she was feeding had gluten anyway?
It wasn't talked about. It seems like
fake
story.
Exactly.
So you're gonna go right on the side.
I'm just gonna go not the a-hole, but also needs more information, but not the a-hole.
Well, yeah, I would agree with you. More information, but as far as this,
from what I have,
not.
I think
just because you shouldn't.
It doesn't say if grandma or grandpa's writing this story, but let's just say
no,
they wouldn't be writing this story if the kid ended up in the hospital from eating gluten.
Right.
And so honestly, then they'd be like, oh, that's why he got bad.
Here's the kicker. It really comes down to if you wanted the food and you got the $500, go get that gluten-free food. Don't expect me to have it just because you have the allergy.
Yeah.
That's not. Just because I know you're allergic to peanut butter doesn't mean I'm not going to go like buy peanut butter still. Like I'll just make sure you're not going to have any. Like,
you need to that's the thing is like you need to tell me your preconditions before you come over because I'm used to living my life in front of you. Like, hey, I get peanut butter every week. At this time you have routine. When you get old, you're like, hey, I go to the grocery store every Thursday after this because you just create this routine. Crazy. So yeah, that's great. I'm glad we all can come to it.